Adventures! I'm on my mother flipping wheel. Yo, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream on my way to Nerd Ventures Tower, and it's going to be a good day. We've got a lot to get into today. Some fun stuff that we missed going on the internet yesterday. Of course, unless you were a Nerd Venture member and you were hanging out last night at the tower. We had a good time, read some Moon Knight comics, talked some shit. It was a fun time. This morning, what's on the agenda? Canada. What the fuck are they doing up there? But there's an actor from Canada named Ryan Reynolds. Okay, you may have heard of him. Ryan Reynolds of Deadpool fame. Well, he's out there, and he's saying, I'm not in Multiverse of Madness. And Andrew Garfield was like, yeah, okay, buddy. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you irrefutable evidence that Ryan Reynolds is Canadian. And there's a strong possibility that he's in Multiverse of Madness as well. There was also a new clip for Matt Reeves' The Batman. And I want to go over that with you guys. Unfortunately, because of our history with Warner Brothers, I'm going to have to dub that scene for you, but I promise you it will be just like watching the actual clip. It'll be super accurate to what you will see in the movie. We're going to do that. It's going to be a good time. I'm pulling into the tower. I'll see you in a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Let's get it. I'm wearing my Deadpool shirt. It says tacos on it. It's a Loot Crate thing before Loot Crate became horrible, I guess. I don't even know. Is Loot Crate still around? Are they still good? About a year ago, we were actually going to work with Loot Crate. Are they still cool? You guys let me know. Did I catch Peacemaker yet? No, I haven't caught Peacemaker yet. But if you want to, we can talk a little bit about the cameo and stuff. So I feel like today there might be a good bit of spoiler stuff going on. And so, hey, some of you guys are fine with it. Some of you guys are not. It is what it is. I also just want to say that we have a ton of fun videos on the channel right now. We've got a really in-depth Multiverse of Madness video that I dropped, which discusses like a lot of ways that I see different things going in the movie. The fact that I think the location, and I kind of want to stick my flag in the ground on this one, I strongly feel that the location in Multiverse of Madness where we see the Illuminati, I feel like that is the Infinite Avengers mansion. And I feel like a multiversal group of Avengers is already in that building. And this just has to do with some of the things that are being said out there, some of the things we've seen. The video does a good job of sort of breaking it all down, but that's kind of what I think is going on. And it's kind of interesting. So, Multiverse of Madness is... Sorry. Multiverse of Madness, super big deal, of course, as a movie. we've been talking a lot about it, different videos, different streams, but I wanted to pull this up because it's kind of mind-blowing, actually. Check this shite out, man. According to new reports from Disney, the 30-second Super Bowl spot for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has received 143 million views online in its first release. Good God. That's a lot of views, guys. That is a lot of views. And I think that it's starting to become more clear that this thing's going to smash, dude. This thing is going to smash records, and it's going to be really, really exciting for all of us to experience the lead up to it. So I just wanted to bring this up because I find it to be, well, fucking crazy, actually, you know? Now, granted, that's just the 30-second spot, and a lot of that's probably repeat viewing, but that's still absurd, man. That is still absurd. Okay. So let's pause this. Let's go into story time. Let's talk about what's going on here. It's pretty interesting, man. The whole situation's pretty interesting here. Where I think a lot of this started, and we actually had spoken about this earlier on in the week. Rob Liefeld had kind of, in my opinion, started to hint out there that Deadpool would indeed be in Multiverse of Madness. In fact, I think I had some of this stuff on my profile where he was talking about this. Right? Okay. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't know where it's at 100%, but yeah, so he started saying like little hints here and there. He also hinted at Domino being in the movie, which I found to be pretty interesting. And then he was sort of cornered in an interview recently, I believe even yesterday, where he was asked about it, and he gave a pretty sus answer, in my opinion. Let's watch what he says here. Let's check out what he says.
Are you in the Doctor Strange movie?
I don't know. That was a 1978 leg hold trap from Russia. Like, I saw that from 100 miles away. Yeah, I'm not really supposed to. I guess I'm really not supposed to say anything about that, but I'm really not in the movie.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but I'm really not in the movie. You just said something, and you could be lying, and you could be lying to me.
I could be an unreliable narrator, but I promise you I'm not in the movie.
What the fuck?
All those people.
We're good. We're good. We're good. There's a team of people that will neutralize you as soon as you leave here.
Are you in the Doctor Strange movie?
I don't know. That was a 1978 leg hold trap from Russia. Like, I saw that from 100 miles away. Yeah, I'm not really supposed to. I guess I'm really not supposed to say anything.
Yo, this shit is worse.
Really not in the movie.
Holy shit. I mean, look, we all kind of knew this already. But Andrew Garfield, can we all agree, S-tier actor? Put a 1 into the chat if you feel that as though Andrew Garfield is S-tier actor. Because Andrew's so good that in his interviews, even me, who had fucking seen that he was, you know what I mean? Even me, I was like, is he though? And like, you know, he threw a lot of doubt. He threw a lot of, you know, things out there. No offense to Ryan Reynolds. I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. I think he's awesome. I think he's a hilarious guy. But damn, son, this is the audition. You didn't get the part for the werewolf, my friend. I mean, this is quite hilarious. Just the whole way he approaches this. And by the way, Ryan, if you did see this coming from a mile away, how the fuck have you not practiced a better answer? You need to call Andrew right now. In fact, you probably did. You called him on the phone and was like, dude, how do you handle this shit? You know what I mean? So here, let's watch it again.
Are you in the Doctor Strange movie?
I don't know. That was a 1978 leg hold trap from Russia. Like, I saw that from 100 miles away. Yeah, I'm not really supposed to. I guess I'm really not supposed to say anything about that, but I'm really not in the movie.
Oh, really?
I'm not supposed to say
Fucker,
anything,
dude.
but I'm really not in the movie. You just said something, and you could be lying. And you could be lying to me.
I could be an unreliable narrator, but I promise you I'm not in the movie.
I could be an unreliable narrator, but I promise you I'm not in the movie. Oh, holy shit.
There's a team of people that will neutralize you as soon as you leave here.
Are you in
One
the
more
Doctor
time. Just
Strange
one more
movie?
time,
No,
because
that
it's
was a
really, it is really funny in my
1978
opinion.
leg hold trap from Russia.
In my opinion, this shit's really
I saw
funny.
that from 100 miles away. I'm not really supposed to. I guess I'm really not supposed to say anything.
I'm not
about
really
that.
supposed to say anything. And then he's like, I guess I'm not supposed to say anything, because he's like, well, I can't say that I'm not supposed to say anything because that means I'm in it. So I guess I'm not supposed to say anything. Okay.
I'm really not in the movie.
I'm really not in the movie. And inside here, he's like, I already fucked up. This shit's going viral. Play it cool.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but I'm really not in the
The way
movie.
he looks around and shit. I mean, and look. Yo. So the dude's, I mean, this is hilarious, dude. I mean, cut it from there, dude. From there. I'm not supposed to say anything. And immediately he knows. He's like, yo, fuck.
supposed to say
He looks at the
anything,
camera.
but
He looks over at his agent. He's like,
I'm really
fuck.
not in the movie.
And then this face right here, dude. Oh, that face right there. Yo, my man. Holy shit.
You just said something, and you could be lying. And you could be lying to me.
I could be an unreliable narrator, but I promise you I'm not in the movie.
But I promise you I'm not in the movie. Yo, this is the best denial I've ever seen. This is the best denial I've ever seen. Now, speaking in terms of a little bit more concrete information and whatnot, the thing is, between the teasing of why am I totally brain farting? Rob Liefeld and this interview, you might say, okay, we got some evidence here. Well, guys, like yesterday, My Time to Shine Hello, my favorite NFT shilling sock puppet account of Amy Pascal, was talking about doing all the cameos, like telling us all the cameos that she knows about Multiverse of Madness. I was on the edge of my seat, waiting for something riveting, something new, something interesting. And unfortunately, like, she really didn't give us anything new. Like, we can talk about the list that she put out there. It's all stuff that we talked about. And in fact, all stuff we talked about on Monday. We did a pretty big stream Monday, just breaking down all the spoilers and everything that's going on in Multiverse of Madness. But, I mean, she kind of puts it right out there. 2 more spoilers below. Deadpool and maybe some of his friends. That means maybe Domino. And from that, and then looking at what Rob Liefeld said, it's like, okay, well, they're trying to get Domino. Because Rob said, like, I wonder if all the dominoes will fall into place. That's really interesting. Now, so that's kind of, let's just stick on this for a second. It pretty much confirmed Ryan Reynolds was going to be in the movie. Now, I think he's even in the poster, right? People were saying, like, that's Deadpool in the poster. I think so, too. But I feel like what's probably going to happen is Deadpool will be a sort of not a big part of the movie, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, do we should get Cable? I would love if we got Cable, bro. I would love it, bro. But I don't think Ryan Reynolds is going to play as much of an important role in the film. I think there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of real estate. But the idea of jumping between universes and jumping into a universe where you see Deadpool would be really interesting. He's perfect for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's perfect for it. So, yeah, I'm into it. I think it's really cool. So, pretty much, guys, what we're looking at here, hopefully, is, what do we got? 3 months? What do we got? 2 or 3 months before the film? I'm hoping for at least 2 to 3 more really epic interviews where we get to laugh as Ryan Reynolds denies what's going on. Because, I mean, the Andrew Garfield stuff was so fun. Like, it was really fun. We broke down several of those interviews here. And it was just really, really funny. And then, obviously, after the film, it's really funny and interesting to listen to all the stories and to hear like what was actually going on. Like Andrew kind of admitted that at one point he actually began to enjoy lying to everybody, and he kind of thought of it as a fun game, and he was lying about it. He also recently talked about how he and Charlie Cox went out for like a lunch or a dinner or something, and they ended up having to like hide where they were sitting because they realized if they were seen at this restaurant both filming in this one city, it was going to end up being bad. And so there was a lot of, fuckery basically going on behind the scenes to sort of disguise and keep the secret out there for everybody. And just because this is probably the most epic denial I've ever seen, it's horrible. Like, would not, recommend. But in terms of entertainment, yeah, man. That was hilarious. So I hope we get many more Ryan Reynolds denials as we head closer and closer to the Multiverse of Madness. Now, let's talk about Multiverse of Madness a little bit. Then I want to go over the Batman clip. And we'll talk a little bit about the Peacemaker cameo as well, okay? And I'll try to give a spoiler warning before the Peacemaker thing, because if you really like Peacemaker and you haven't seen the finale, I mean, frankly, you probably should not be on the internet, really. Like, you should, I don't know, man. It just seems like it's getting spoiled out everywhere. I've already seen it, and I haven't even seen the show. So, I do want to talk about that, and I want to get into that. But before we get into all that, let's just, for a couple beats here, let's stay on the topic of Multiverse of Madness. Okay? So, there's a lot of stuff being sort of discovered with regards to the trailer. There's a lot of stuff that different people are saying out there online. We've talked about a lot of them in streams and videos this week. So the Charlize Theron Clea thing seems to be absolutely true. That was confirmed by My Time to Shine Hello. We talked about that on Monday, actually. I slipped it in. I didn't really focus on it, but we slipped it in. We talked a little bit about it. I think that's absolutely true. Anson Mount is Black Bolt. Patrick Stewart is Professor Xavier, John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. Let's actually just look at the full list that she put out there. Okay. So, Professor X, Haley Atwell, I don't think it's Hatwell, maybe I'm wrong, as Captain Carter, Lashana Lynch as Captain Marvel. Again, that is Maria Rambeau, Monica's mom. That's who we see in the trailer. I know everybody, I don't know, there's still a lot of people with, crazy theories about that. Just wrong. Clea, played by Charlize Theron. Boulder the Brave. Now, this one's kind of interesting. I've really come around to believing that this will be Bruce Campbell. Is there a VV today? I know there's a juicy one tomorrow, the Spider-Man one, right? Or is that today? Check it out. I'm waiting for a VV to go to their new. No, I don't think there's one today, bro. I'm waiting for them to go to their new system, man. I'm sick of it. So, Boulder the Brave. Okay. Here's kind of why I'm thinking this. I think we all thought that he would be in the film. At one point, I believe it was viewer Anon. I get some of these guys mixed up, but I believe it was viewer Anon that said he had heard that Bruce Campbell was a member of the Illuminati. And you just start to try to do some mental math and shit. And you get to the point where you're like, okay, well, it kind of makes sense that he's going to be Boulder the Brave. Now, will Boulder the Brave be a member of the Illuminati? I'm actually not sure about that. As I've talked about in other videos, I think they shot two versions of the Illuminati. One in the original cut and then one in the reshoots. And I think they're changing a lot of the members of the Illuminati to include other characters like the John Krasinski Mr. Fantastic. Now, there's no hard and fast rule here that says the Illuminati has to be 6 members or 7 members or whatever, right? So there could be more members of the Illuminati. We don't fully know. My feeling on this is that what is going on in that facility is that they're in the Infinite Avengers mansion, and that this is a place sort of outside of time or whatever where all these different multiversal Avengers are celebrated, but also are there and training and are ready to fight and do all these crazy things. Which, by the way, just real quick on this, in that facility is created by Hank Pym. Okay? And Jocasta, who is the female version of Ultron, Jocasta is the one that runs the tower. And so, if you think about it, those robots, they look a little bit more feminine than the Ultron bots that we've seen. We don't know this for sure, but they look a little bit more feminine than the original Ultron bots. I believe that this could be because they are Jocasta bots, and that it's actually Jocasta and Hank Pym that are running that facility. Okay, now let's talk about Magneto. So she spoils or she teases out Magneto here, but unfortunately, it's not Ian McKellen. I believe she makes that clear, or somebody else made it clear. It's not Ian McKellen, which is kind of a bummer, but Fassbender is awesome as well. And so seeing Fassbender in the movie as Magneto would be really, really cool. This is also kind of hinted at by Casey Walsh several weeks ago, where he shared the gif of that Magneto, of Fassbender's Magneto. So we sort of get the feeling that that will be the Magneto that is in that facility. Somebody said they were being held as a prisoner, that Magneto may well be being held as a multiversal prisoner. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this is just a variant of Magneto that's just there to help out. Do you know what I mean? So, that's sort of one thing. Now let's talk again about Tom Cruise. Okay, so we talked about Tom Cruise earlier in the week. I am obsessed with the idea of an Iron Man variant or an Iron, something variant, right, with Tom Cruise, and I think that would be so freaking cool. There were reports that the screened version of the movie that happened after the 6-week extensive reshoots did not have Tom Cruise in that cut. It is possible they added him afterwards, and now other scoopers are sort of saying Tom Cruise is coming to the MCU 100%. What if he's not Iron Man? What if he's somebody else, right? We talked about this, like Grace was sort of saying, okay, well, maybe he's there, but maybe he's not Iron Man. Well, it's kind of getting really confusing, and I'm wondering if something here can give us a hint, okay? Iron something variant. What the hell does that mean, dude? Does anybody have any thoughts about what that could be? Iron something variant. And I'm also wondering, too, because it's like, okay, is Tom Cruise something Iron Lad? Iron Lad. Okay. Okay, but here's the thing. You know what, though? That actually could make a lot of sense. That actually could make a lot of sense because Iron Giant. No, Jason. Sorry, you could just go back to sleep, bro. Iron Douchebag. Totally. That's exactly what it is. Lad Fist Monger. Iron Monger, probably not. Iron Fist, probably not. But the Iron Lad thing definitely feels like it could fit. Here's another reason why this could fit. Because Billy and Tommy are probably going to be in that same facility. Those kids are going to exist in that Infinite Avengers mansion. Which also I think, and by the way, we don't know that it's in the Infinite Avengers mansion. It's just what I feel is happening here, right? So it's possible that they're going to do an Iron Lad variant. Would it not be Kang then? Would it not be like a younger version of Jonathan Majors? Kind of interesting. Unker Iron? Totally. Iron Spider? I thought about that too. Iron Scientologist? I thought about that too. Kang is black. I know. Well, that's the thing. So what I'm saying is, if it is an Iron Lad variant, I don't think it's Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? And with Grace kind of implying that he's coming to the MCU, she doesn't know when or where, but maybe he's not Iron Man. I mean, it's kind of Iron Penis, totally. Aren't you glad I didn't say orange? I'm surprised that wasn't Mike Porter that said that. Mike, you're slipping up. You're slipping up. I don't know, man. A lot of questions, a lot of interesting things going on. Is Tom Cruise Dr. Doom? Bruh? Is Tom Cruise fucking Dr. Doom? You know? Because here's the thing that I keep coming back to. There was a report a couple of months ago by someone very reliable, and they said a major villain, I think it was Grace maybe. They said a major villain for the MCU was just secretly cast. Was just secretly cast. And apparently there's a couple really big characters that are going to cameo in post-credit scenes for Multiverse of Madness. That's what we're hearing. Why hire Cruise if he isn't playing Doom? So I think the original idea here was to just have an Iron Man variant. And they probably floated that idea to him. And it kind of feels like Tom Cruise was like, well, what if we did something a little bit more dope? You know? And I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I mean, look, I am a massive Dr. Doom fan. I mean, my fucking profile picture, you can see right here. That's Dr. Doom, baby. On Twitter and on Discord, that's what I use. That's actually a Dr. Doom NFT. I know some of you are going to fucking lose your fucking minds over that shit, but it's true. It's one of my most prized digital assets or possessions. My Dr. Doom NFT. I love Dr. Doom, man. Can I see Tom Cruise as Dr. Doom? Bruh, it just doesn't click for me. Like, here's the thing. It doesn't click for me, and I need to see what they see if they go this route. It doesn't click for me. Bruh, holy shit. Just had a random ass thought. Hang on now. Hang on now. Are we about to get a infamous Iron Man? Bruh. Okay. We gotta talk about this. This is pretty wild, okay? So, slight spoilers to a little bit of Secret Wars and what was going on post Secret Wars in Marvel, okay? Iron Man dies in Civil War 2. He's gone. His AI, like his consciousness is sort of saved as an AI. Okay, this is around the time that Riri's doing her thing. Well, also while this was going down, Dr. Doom takes one of Iron Man's suits and uses his own technology to like improve it, to modify it, and he uses like magic and technology, and he is Iron Doom, basically. They call him, it's like Infinite Iron Man. He just calls himself Iron Man or whatever, but it's like when Doom was Iron Man. And you know what's wild about this run, too? I think I have this book and I can show you. But Victor was also healed. And so there are a lot of scenes from him at around in this run with his mask off and stuff. See if I can find some of these images for you guys here. It's like that a little bit. There's more where he's just like, you see what I mean? Like, look at this. Now, and here's a really good one too. So this is him just in his suit having a conversation with Tony, you know, and this is post Secret Wars. Now, what happens here is kind of interesting. Doom remembers the events of Battleworld. I think he's one of the only people that does. So he remembers these events of Secret Wars. And now that I'm like kind of thinking about it, like how cool would it be if we get a variant that's Iron Doom in Multiverse of Madness that also survived a Secret Wars that happened before? I don't know, man. Like this is kind of crazy. It feels like we're kind of skipping ahead a little bit here. You know what I mean, with Doom. But maybe that's okay. Yeah, and with her saying that, man. I mean, all of a sudden, I'm getting some Iron Doom vibes, baby. You know what I mean? I don't know, guys. It's starting to seem like this could be what they have in store for us. I don't know. Are we still good? We still live? I know we were having trouble yesterday. Just want to make sure. That's pretty interesting, man. You know? What do you guys think? I wasn't looking at the chat too much, so what do you think? Yeah. I mean, this is just a theory, right? I mean, we don't know, but... yeah, we're alive and kicking. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just a tad bit of a reach, my friend? Hey, it might be. I think I'm going to be a happy camper. Indeed, depending on when you're camping. We need OG Doom first. I mean, I would love OG Doom first, but think about it. We're getting a Professor Xavier that's sitting on a council of Illuminati before we get the Professor Xavier in our universe. You know? I think it might work. However, it could serve as a great reveal down the road. It absolutely could. He does fit the Iron Doom a little bit better, in my opinion. You know? I don't know. Like, I almost could see him more as this Doom than I could see him as traditional Doom. You know? And it could also be a cool way for them not to have his... Bruh. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If Tom Cruise is Iron Doom, might be the coolest thing in the movie, bro. Like, that's almost too cool, bro. I can see some of the pieces pulling together on that, man. That's pretty wild. Okay. You guys want to look at this Batman clip here? You guys want to look at a new clip for the Batman, eh? All y'all really excited for it, okay? So, again, look, here's the deal. We got to watch this clip, but I have to mute it, and I have to, like, dub what they're saying into it so that we don't get copy struck by Warner Brothers. But I've watched the clip several times, and I can really, like... I got you guys. I got you guys, okay? So let's give it a shot. I don't know if we'll nail it the first time or not. But, all right, here we go. Ready? You see that guy over there with the mustache? Yeah, we all have mustaches. It's kind of our thing. Well, look, man, I think I saw him last night. What? You saw him last night? Yeah. With your mom. What? Yeah. And now I gotta poop! I gotta get out! I gotta go up to Crabber! Hey, what you doing? You just punched Gordon! I really gotta poop! Hey, man, where's Batman going? Oh, shit. Oh, here we go. I'm getting out of here so I can take a shit. Whoo! Damn. Looks good, huh? Looks pretty good. You know, I've been a little skeptical of the Batman myself, but you know, they keep dropping riveting clips like this, and I might just come around, you know. It's fascinating the way that they're like looking at each other. And then he just punches Gordon in the face. Really cool. Then he's really got to poop. It's riveting stuff. You know what I mean? It really is riveting stuff. So, congratulations to Matt Reeves and everybody over there. Brilliant marketing campaign for this boring-ass snooze fest of a hockey pad wearing, skinny-ass, sparkly vampire motherfucker. I can't believe it. You've duped almost all of Twitter into thinking your movie's going to be good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Do we want to talk about Peacemaker now? Should we talk about Peacemaker? Should we? You tell me. You can just mute it for a couple of minutes if you don't want to listen. You haven't watched the last episode? I'm sorry. All right, I'll keep the Peacemaker talk really, really short because I know a lot of you haven't seen it yet. Okay. I mean, I don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. We can talk about it later. Maybe I should do a poll. Should we talk about Peacemaker? I'll just ask it and let you guys decide. It seems like a lot of y'all don't want to do it, and that's fine. We don't have to talk about it. Just don't want to give DC any more screen time? Okay. Dang, look at this. Look at this crazy poll right now. Interesting. Let's talk Thor 4 Mjolnir. We can talk about that a little bit. Seems kind of crazy. All right, we're at 50%, man. I'm not going to talk about it. We can talk about it at a later place. I don't know. We're not going to talk about it. All I will say is this. It seems like they're trying to do a fun thing here. But from what I've seen online, they have once again underestimated what fans actually want. I bet many people will enjoy what happened. And I think there are a lot of people, including myself, that are like, what the fuck was that? So, all good in the hood. But we'll talk about it at a later point. Maybe after more people have seen it. I know a lot of people enjoy Peacemaker. I'm not trying to poop in anybody's cereal. If you enjoy Peacemaker, that's cool, man. I'm not trying to take that away from you. You know what I mean? It's all good. Let's see if there's anything else going on in the nerdy world. I wanted to... I'll go over a couple of funny things that happened yesterday. Pretty cool stuff. All right. I don't think we have any more news to talk about, to just be honest with you guys. So I'll tell you a couple of cool things that happened to me. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Here we go. Here's something controversial I can say. I'm going to say this right now. I saw this meme going around where they were like, who's calling? Tell us. Star Wars culture. Accept call, decline kind of thing. It's pretty funny. The best Star Wars movie is Calling. It's an interesting way to get everybody to comment about this. Okay? So here's what I said. Are you ready? Rebel Moon calling me already. I'm going to tell you all right now. A lot of you guys don't want to hear this. A lot of you guys think, no way. A lot of you guys say, no way. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. After Rebel Moon comes out, I'm promising you, many of you are going to comment, are gonna come into the chat, you're gonna message me, you're gonna send me an email, you're gonna send me a fax, you're gonna drop a raven, connect a parchment to an owl. You're going to get out there, and you're going to say, Josh, I can't believe you were right. I can't believe that Rebel Moon is the most exciting Star Wars movie and the best Star Wars movie that we have had. And it's not a Star Wars movie. This could have been a Star Wars movie if Lucasfilm had accepted Zack Snyder's pitch, but instead, no. He goes and makes it over on Netflix. And I'm sticking my flag in the ground right now. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Rebel Moon's going to be amazing. Rebel Moon is going to be amazing. Oh, here's something else that happened yesterday that was really wild. We talked about this a little bit last night. Bruh, why does this dude on the couch look so much like me? What the hell's going on here? So this is a shot from Endgame with Korg. But this actually, is this Korg or is this Hulk? Is this Matt, Mark, or Taika? What the hell's going on here? Anyway. I saw this and then I was like, wait a minute. Who the fuck? And I gotta be completely honest with you guys. I think they're messing with me. I think they took my face and put it on that guy, and they're just messing with me at this point. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Wild, huh? Wild. Like, why'd they do this? They fucking messing with me? You know what I mean? You said the mustache is off, but if I'm not like speaking though, it looks just like that. Anyway. They drugged me and put me in the movie. That's why I don't remember. Probably. Another really funny thing that happened. We got picked up by prequel memes. Guys, this is like a dream come true. You don't understand how happy this makes me, okay? Here's our Luke Soka shirt. Okay. Bro! Prequel memes. Luke Soka. It's critical we send an attack group to the Luke Soka shippers immediately. Fucking hilarious. It's really, it blew up on Reddit as well with a lot of upvotes and everything like that. And I was like, yo, let's go. So I took it upon myself. I retweeted this or whatever. And then I tweeted about the actual shirts, which, by the way, I just want to say again, I'm in the hole when it comes to Luke Soka. I bet heavily on not Sebulba, but Luke Soka, okay? We put so many resources into these shirts. We have enough Luke Soka shirts to fill a warehouse, and I'm broke. And unless you guys go to thedenofnerdsmerch.com and pick up your Luke Soka shirt, I'm gonna be destitute. I'm gonna be. I mean, it's. I don't know what to say. I fucked up. Okay, I fucked up. And normally I wouldn't appeal to all of you in such a way, and I wouldn't say like, hey man, like just buy the shirt that you want. You don't want anything to, but you can flip it inside out and use it to work out in. Okay, I'm going to be poor. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to start an OnlyFans. I shouldn't say that because many of you will be like, no, don't fucking buy it then. But I needs y'all to buy these shirts. Okay, we bet heavily on Sebulba. He always wins, you know. So, yeah, that was pretty funny, man. So, just kind of a funny day yesterday. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get into the Q's and the A's, all you buttholios out there. By the way, just so everybody knows, later today, we've got a video coming out about the new sequel trilogy content that was hinted at by a Hollywood trade reporter. And I know we talked about that a little bit on Monday, but I did a more extensive video about it. It'll trigger pretty much all of you. So, check it out. Give it a watch. It'll be nice and entertaining for you. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. I know we wanted to do a Diamond tier stream, and I believe we will still be able to do that. I'm thinking Friday night is when we'll be able to do that. Yo, why am I missing the one super chat that's on here? I can't see it at all. And I know there was a different one when I pulled it up before. What is happening here? What is going on? Why can't I see it? Okay, I can see it now. Okay, so yeah, guys, we're going to break into Q&A here, okay? Once again, I do appreciate all the super chats and everything that comes in. I'll go over them. They do support the channel, help us out, keep the lights on. Maybe instead of buying a Luke Soka shirt, you could do that at least. Jeez, you guys never help me out with anything. So thank you for that. I also want to say this stream and all the streams here are brought to you by the Nerdventure members, the beautiful people you see in chat with a badge next to their name. Amazing. They get 20% off our Teespring store merchandise. They get access to behind-the-scenes streams like last night when we were reading Moon Knight. It was really fun. You should come on by. All kinds of benefits and some strangely reported phenomenon that happens as well. Bald people waking up to have a perfect perm. Portfolios completely turning around. Finding the love of your life. Results may vary. Hashtag not financial advice. I'm not a doctor, but it'll cure everything that ails you. Become a Nerdventure today. All right, so I'll start here with Christopher with a $5 hollow. Says, it's crazy that Cameo blocked you for that Toby tweet. I saw said tweet, and it was all in good fun. Yeah, so here's the thing. I talked about this last night a little bit, but I'll talk about it now. John Campea. You guys know John Campea? Do you know who he is? Does anybody know who John Campea is? So John Campea blocked me on Twitter. Now, here's what happened. I can't show you his tweet anymore because I'm blocked and all that. But he did a tweet where he showed from his perspective what his workstation looks like. And I think he said something like, this is what I look at every day while doing the show. And it had like, you know, his 2 monitors, his lights and all that stuff. And I commented and I said, but what about Toby's dick, though? With a couple question marks, right? And yeah, I thought it was fair play. I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was too mean or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was fair take. And I think what happened was, as that tweet got more and more likes and it became the most liked comment on his tweet, he was like, I can't have this. I can't have this shit. Blocked. And so he blocked me. Look, it's unfortunate or whatever, but I'll get over it. You know, I'll get over it. I'm not salty. You know, I think John does great work. I think, you know, John, blah, 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 John. But yeah, he blocked me, so shit. You know what else? Somebody was, because, you know, people come out of the woodwork when situations like this happen, and there was a lot of people like talking mad shit on John after yesterday. What was the deal? Somebody please explain it to me, like send me a message or help me figure this out. There was like a person on his cast named Kim, right? Who apparently like he just threw to the curb. I don't know too much about it. Can somebody just explain that situation to me? And if he really did this Kim lady like real wrong, let's have her on a live stream. Let's talk to Kim. You know what I mean? Let's have Kim on a live stream, and then we can be like, how many times did John force you to look at Toby's dick? Like, just be honest. Tell us, Kim, how many times was that blue and white crotch shoved into your face? Just for content's sake, you know what I mean? Bob A with a $5 holler says, I have an idea for Nerd Theory. You, in theory, should get Funko Pops made of you. Possibly get Funko Pops made of all of Nerd Council. So I actually did get a Funko Pop made of me. My fiance, Elisa, actually did that for me for my birthday. And it was really, really cool. So I think we could get some Nerd Theory Funko Pops. That would be really, really cool. I don't know too much about how that all works and everything like that. So, but thank you, man. That's kind of a fun idea. Peter B. Parker with a $2 holler says, what's Gucci? Just bought my Luke Soker shirt. Can we get some applause and hearts in the chat for Peter B. Parker? A real one. Diamond Joe, $2 holler, no message. Appreciate you, though. James Yu says, I'm at 50%. We will see Hasselhoff eating a hamburger as a variant as Fury. That would be pretty cool, man. I like Hasselhoff as Nick Fury. I think that would be really, really interesting. I'm also like kind of into like Dolph Lundgren Punisher and some of that stuff happening as well. I mean, we'll see. There's a lot of stuff that could be potentially on the table for Multiverse of Madness. I think that's kind of part of the fun, man. You know what I mean? Getting excited and hyped up for these possibilities. So, James, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the thought. Cole says with a $10 holla, Illuminati, Professor X, Mr. Fantastic, New Black Panther, Iron Man, Ghost Rider, some female, and out of nowhere, Deadpool, or he'll probably be head of their security, if not in a chair. That's kind of a cool idea. I don't think Deadpool's going to be involved like that. I think there'll be a couple females in the film as well. So it's kind of, you got some cool ideas there. I don't know if you're exactly nailing it, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Thank you for the support, man. Justin says, how does Loki play into Doctor Strange 2? Well, that's a really important and interesting question that we really don't have the answer to. I could tell you what I think, and I could kind of tell you why I think that, okay? So part of this to me has to do with the reshoots. And one of the reasons that I think that this is where I think this is going is because Michael Waldron apparently wrote new material for the reshoots of Multiverse of Madness. And I think that a connection, whether it be through some kind of interaction with the TVA, something like that will absolutely be hinted at, and I think you will have a better idea of what all these different groups that sort of look over the multiverse are going to be like. Like, have you guys seen the shot from the Super Bowl spot where it looks like Wanda is looking at a shattered mirror, very similar to what we see in What If, where the Beyonder was looking from? It's very similar to actually what you get in some of the Crisis with Alexander Luthor, where he's like looking out over the multiverse via that or whatever. So it's possible that in that moment, you have some kind of multiversal perspective and you see like another way to look over the multiverse. The Infinite Avengers Mansion, if that is indeed what we're looking at there, then that place will also be outside of the multiverse. There is a shot in the trailer, the first trailer, that makes it seem like there's a TVA portal opened up and they're coming to get Wanda, and this is in the place where the prison cells are at. My take on this, guys, is that there's something like Avengers Forever going on. And that this multiversal group of Avengers, remember we talked about this a couple of weeks back, there was some merchandise that was sort of spoiled out there that had multiversal Avengers in it. It's literally an Avengers logo. Official licensed merchandise for Doctor Strange with the Avengers logo. Well, I think part of the way this all makes sense is like you're going to get a multiversal group that's the Avengers, possibly working with a Mortis or a Kang variant that's getting ready to fight against either like a bad Kang variant or the Time Lords from a different, place or perspective. That's where I think it's going to go. Loki, Sylvie, I think are going to just kind of be interjected in this movie in a way that's not central to the plot, but will help us understand what's going on in the wider story and will set us up for what's going to happen in Quantum Mania. That's a really, really long-winded way of saying I'm not sure, bro. MCU Drew with a $5 house says, Josh, bring in your daily Batman cereal poops. Whoa. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? All we did was watch the clip. All we did was watch the clip of the Batman, and I thought, they're putting that clip out there like that. They probably think it's real cute. They probably think it's real cute. I don't think I'm pooping on the Batman. We just watched the clip, Sheesh. Pretty Nikki with a $10 holla, so generous, says, please don't be poor. Take my money. Aw, thanks so much, Pretty Nikki. I appreciate that. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to sell some Luke Soka shirts. You know what I mean? I'll be all right. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, I'm totally hype. Hang on. Slight issue here. What the hell's going on, dude? I'm totally hyped for Doctor Strange 2, but if Deadpool is in it, I'll literally barf in the theater. Ryan might be a cool dude, but he's a garbage actor. Please, no! Interesting. I actually think if there was ever a role that Reynolds was suited for, it is Deadpool, and I like his Deadpool. And this is coming from a guy that doesn't even like Deadpool as a character that much. Like, Merc with the mouth is cool, but most of the time when Deadpool's in a book, I'm like, fuck, why do you have to be in here? He's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Like, just shotgun type humor over and over again. Very similar to like what they have done to Harley Quinn. Some people love that stuff, and a lot of people love Deadpool. I actually think Ryan is great as Deadpool, and I think it would be a funny little addition, but different strokes, different folks, man. Beyonder says, John can't even handle people on his own show outshining him. LOL, not surprised. Yeah, that does seem to be the impression I'm getting. Look, I don't know the guy, and I don't really know what he's about or whatever, but that's the impression that I get, right, is that he's kind of like a... he gets kind of sensitive about that sort of stuff. Are you implying that Kim lady was shining on his show? Is that the deal? Like, she was making great points, and telling Johnny was ugly or something. I don't know. Jensen Baker with a $10 holler says, I read my first Moon Knight comic series last night. It was the one that starts in the mental hospital in a sand-covered New York. Liked it a lot. It said he always had DID. Is it the same in all stories? No, it is not the same in all stories. In fact, we just read Moon Knight last night, and we read the Warren Ellis run, which takes place after the run that you're talking about, which I believe is the Jeff Lemire run. And after that run, what Warren established in the lore was that he actually does not have dissociative identity disorder at all. Instead, what's happening is he has these 4 aspects of Khonshu happening in his body, and his brain is trying to make sense of this multifaceted mythical entity. And so the DID is really like his brain trying to cope with the fact that now he is fragmented because of the powers of Khonshu. He doesn't have, he's not mentally ill. It's a mortal brain trying to wrap itself around and make sense of the power that he is using. That's the Warren Ellis version of it, right? So, no, he didn't always have DID. In fact, like the first version of him, Mark creates those identities not because of any mental illness or anything like that. He creates these identities to be able to gain access to like billionaires and also know what was going on in the street. So as a mercenary, he has like all these sorts of connections. He creates the persona of Stephen Grant to be a wealthy billionaire to know what's going on with the city from the billionaire's perspective. He then creates the persona of Jake Lockley to be a cabbie and to know what's going on with the cabbie and the street level shit. What happens from there in Jeff Lemire's run is that he has a mental breakdown. And at one point he's talking to like Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America out on the bridge, but he's not talking to anybody. It's all inside his head. And he goes crazy. The next beat of that story happens in the Warren Ellis run where they, you know, this happens in comics. They retcon a lot and they sort of recontextualize things. So yeah, check out the Moon Knight video I did yesterday, man. I think it's really good, and it shows like all these different things and why I think Moon Knight is going to be so good as a show. So I'm quite excited, man. I'm quite excited for it. I'm trying to pull up more soups, but it's being weird. SMB says, say the mother flipping word and I'll take a blinker. What mother flipping word? What are you talking about, bruh? Wait, what word? What are you talking about? I don't know what that means. Tej with 100 rupees or something of that nature says, I got into comics last year, read Batman Year 1 yesterday, and now I'm reading Long Halloween to prepare for the Batman. Hyped. Cheers from India, brother. Hey, right back at you, man. I know we joke a lot about the Batman, but we are going to check it out. It might be good. You know, again, I'm not trying to like poop in anybody's cereal. You know, if you're hyped up for it, that's cool, man. That's cool. Much love to you. Beyonder says, yes, bruh. Kim straight up missing. That's terrible. But again, somebody put me in contact with Kim. Maybe Kim and I should do a podcast or a stream together. Magic and McCreeb says, got here late, so sorry if you already talked about it, but do you think the Illuminati have Billy and Tommy in containment? Take my money. Yo, this is such a brilliant question, and we talked about this the other day. I think this comes from Eric Voss and his breakdown for the trailer. It's totally possible, and it's a really cool concept. In the trailer, we're sort of led to believe that it's just America Chavez you see in that scene in the prison, but it could be Billy and Tommy. It really depends. How much of a threat are Billy and Tommy to the multiverse? And I think one of the things we're supposed to... in this universe, from what I understand, it's like Billy and Tommy and their mom, and they're all good. So no, I actually don't think Billy and Tommy are in there. Like, it's a really cool theory, and I like where his head is at, but no, I don't think they're in there. I don't think she sees Billy and Tommy until really close to the end of the movie. But I could be wrong. Jared N with a $5 holler says, second super, but didn't send a message in my first. So this one's now my first. Den of Goats, take my money. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate you, Jared. My man. Thank you, Jared. Yeah. Oh, I can read some members' chats. I don't have them up on the screen, but I can read some. Neutron, member for 3 months, says 3 damn months. Appreciate everyone on this stream, and especially you, Josh. I'm excited for your future as a father and a content creator, man. Hey, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. I'm quite excited to be a father myself. And the content game, man, I've been doing a lot. Like, we'll talk more about this tomorrow in the Nerd Ventures Prime stream. But, man, I'm feeling so good about the brand and the content and, like, where we're at. There's a lot of improvements I want to make. I feel like we're really finding our own voice via streaming, and we've been trying to sort of inject that into the other content as well. And so I'm really, really excited. By the way, I'll say just a slight thing on this. We're a little bit actually earlier in the baby process than I originally thought. And this because of that, we don't actually know the sex. So many of you guys know Tuesday we had a doctor's appointment. We went in and got the ultrasound, and we're actually a little bit earlier in the process. So the due date now is in late August, and therefore it's too early to know the sex. We should maybe know soon anyways, because we have some blood work coming and things of that nature. But yeah, Neutron, I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am Beanhead. Interesting name. Member for 20 months says, I have ascended to Beanhead, formerly known as Darth Clean. Okay, this makes sense. Getting close to 2 years as a member. Love your content. And you, Josh, keep it up, man. Hey, man, that's so sweet, man. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. Andrew Gates, welcome back to being a Nerd Venger. Appreciate you, man. Frostrodamus, member for 15 months, says, Aquaman F's fish. LOL. Nerd Vengers roll out. Thank you, Josh. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Much love. Dirty says, do you think we will see the Thing in Multiverse of Madness? I don't, actually. Unless you're talking about Tobey Maguire's penis. No, I don't think we'll see the Thing, man. Oh, I am Beanhead. You sent that as a super chat now. My bad, bro. Formerly known as Darth Clean. Well, guess what, Darth Clean? Happy to have you, man. Thank you for the love. Carl says, as a member for 13 months, says, how do I look in purple? Cruise's doom. Just accept it. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions you just sent me on there, Carl. First of all, you look great. You look great. Second of all, Cruise's doom. Maybe. But then you tell me to just accept it? Now I don't know what to do. Now I feel all mixed up inside. You know? The real Jesse Lee Reed says Pattinson is probably going to ruin what would have been a great Batman flick. But the new Batmobile is fire. Have a dope day. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. I know we're just having fun over here. I know, we're just goofing around over here, man. We're just goofing around over here, man. So don't worry too much about it there. You know? Why do you even want a Scientologist playing Iron Man? I mean, dude, him being a Scientologist has nothing to do with it. I know a lot of you guys are super triggered by that. 2 things on that note. You know, like a lot of actors are Scientologists, you know? I know this might seem crazy. But in the same way that I don't care that Chris Pratt is a conservative Christian dude, I really don't care that Tom Cruise is a Scientologist. I just don't. Look, your mileage may vary. And I'm not telling you how to feel. Do you, boo-boo? If that's really going to fuck you up, then, you have the right to feel how you feel, baby. But why do I want Tom Cruise in the role? Because he's a really good actor. He's fucking tense, man. Like, bruh, he's really good. And he can run like nobody's business. Like, have you ever seen Tom Cruise run in movies? Tom Cruise running in movies makes me want to run in movies. Or just run. You know what I mean? Do you, boo-boo? I mean, I did kind of, didn't I? Shit. Dude is a top 10 A-list action star. 100%, Adam. 100%. Let's hang out and chat for a little bit longer, then we're going to get on out of here. I love chilling with y'all, though. I love doing this. So thank you guys again for being here and all that. He's a poor actor, same face all the time? Damn! I mean, it is technically the same face all the time. It's his face, so you do kind of have me there. You have me in a box. New channel art looks sick. I'll crop it for Twitter. My man, thank you, Adam. Yes, and shout out to Adam, man. Fernie, hope you're doing well, man. Hope they're treating you good at the old JOB, brother. And I appreciate your work on these edits. Just randomly watched Upgrade again yesterday. To this day, it's highly underrated. What is Upgrade? I don't know if I know what that is. Peter Dinklage as Iron Man variant in Multiverse of Madness. I'm in. Gunner says, your art sucks. I know. That was hilarious, huh? Yo, Nerd Theory has been straight fire lately. And I really appreciate just all the love and the support over there. And Theory and I both have been having a really good time. We've been talking about it a little bit off air and stuff. And we're like, man, this is like, we're really kind of hitting a thing. I mean, we did 2 back-to-back 5-hour streams, dude. And like, y'all... Like, that's kind of you guys. Like, we're kind of like just feeling what you guys are feeling. You know what I mean? And like, you guys keep, you know, bringing in the supers, and you keep bringing in the support, and we're gonna keep doing it. You know. Okay, MCU Drew, I got you, brother. Says Voss also said we might be in a universe where Wanda already erased the mutants. In Multiverse of Madness, she will undo it. Possible at all? Yes. Definitely possible. Although, I think it's a little different than that. I do think she's going to do something at the end of the movie that's going to have a massive impact on things. But I'm not sure if that's what it is. Does that make sense? Luke. Oh, shit. A lot of trolls in chat today. Yes, pretty. But you know what that means, Nikki? It's just that we're doing it right. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, and it is what it is, and I've seen them as well. Don't feed the trolls. But at the same time, it just means we're doing something right. Like, when people feel so compelled that they got to come in here and be a butthole, it actually means we're winning. So we just got to kind of take it as a sign and be like, it's cool, and let them do their thing, you know? It's all good. I don't want to stick on the T'Challa point, but if they have someone other than T'Challa as Black Panther on the Illuminati, would it be assured that all T'Challas in the multiverse are dead? I mean, look, if that happens, Kendall, we will talk about it. We will blow that shit up. We'll talk about it on, streams, videos, et cetera, because, yes, that would be ridiculous. And unfortunately, it would lean me in the direction of that as a possibility, which would be fucking crazy. Like, that would be crazy. You know what I mean? So, it's crazy. Mike says, Cruz as Osborn Iron Patriot, the anti-Stark, and have him leading his Dark Avengers. Nerd babies can't live in boxes. Nerd Avengers for life. Yeah. I see where you're at. I think this is kind of, we're all circling around a similar type character with Tom, right? We get a vibe. We're sort of on a vibe, and he does feel. It feels like he's a really good antithesis to Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is very playful, very pleasant, very quippy, very quirky. Tom Cruise seems to be very serious, very fucking tense, man, and very intense. It seems like he's a really good antithesis to that, and I think that's what we keep seeing repeated in a lot of the chats and a lot of the theories and things of that nature. So I hear you, man. I understand where you're coming from with that, Mike, and I don't think you're too far off. But it's like, what? I don't know, man. I don't know if we're quite there yet, and I'm hoping maybe some kind of big surprise or something, is happening there. So. Sheev the Wise says, it's my birthday. Hey, can we get some happy birthday wishes in the chat for Sheev? Aw, Sheev EP. My man, I hope you're doing well, brother. Says, just want to say thank you for the opportunities and friendship you have shown me, brother. Much love to you and Elisa. Hope you have a great one. Hey, man, I hope you have a great one, too. In all sincerity, I really do. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're chilling. It's been a week. It's been a week for me. I'll talk more about it in the stream tomorrow on the business stream. But it's been a good week. But a lot of we had a vet appointment, we had a doctor's appointment. We're moving stuff into the new house. It's been a week. It's been a week. So, but I appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Enjoy yourself today. Enjoy yourself. MK Matt says percentage chance RDJ actually plays the Iron Man variant. I mean, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Maybe, but I very much doubt it. I think Tony, though, will be sort of involved in what they're doing with Ironheart / Armor Wars. But I ultimately think Tony coming back in Secret Wars is still the play and would still be absolutely fantastic. I mean, we've said this, and a lot of people talk about this. It feels like having RDJ and Chris Evans back as their two original OG Avengers characters in Secret Wars would be mind-blowing. It would be so cool. And a really nice circular moment. So I think that's what we're getting at. But hey, man, I'm not gonna be mad if he pops up in Multiverse of Madness. I mean, that's, and if he pulls off an evil Tony, whoo, girl, I'd be into it. Daquan says, any chance Dormammu is the big bad of Doctor Strange 2? Strange never defeated him. Hang on now. Never defeated him, and Mordo said showing him the power / idea of time was a big mistake. He could know when Wanda becomes Scarlet Witch and take advantage of her. Okay, maybe. I've actually thought about this a lot, Daquan. I'm wondering, what's up with all these demons, right? So we're seeing all these different demons. It's obviously connected to the Darkhold. I feel like it could be connected to the Dweller in Darkness that's in Shang-Chi. I feel like the Ten Rings, the Eternals, and the Darkhold could all be connected as actually ancient technology. But where does that leave us? Is Dormammu the person pulling all of these strings? Maybe. Is Nightmare the person pulling all of these strings? Maybe. Is a version of Shumagorath or the Dweller in Darkness pulling all of these strings? Maybe. There's something like that going on. I just don't know what it is. Okay, so maybe Dormammu, maybe something else. I appreciate the 10, though. Late Night Alum says Paul Bettany pops up as Vision in Multiverse of Madness, yes or no? I mean, I'd love it. I see no evidence for it, but it would be cool. Vision's cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down. I like Paul Bettany. I like Vision. I'm really interested in what the hell was going on with White Vision. Like, Vision was just like, I am the Vision, and I'm also out. So what's the deal with that? Mm-hmm. Jay Carp. I mean, look, man, I understand that it seems you really don't like John Campea. I'm actually being a little more lighthearted with it. I don't really have anything against John. I understand that you might, and that's okay. I actually do think we will, either overtake him, or the more correct way to say it is we'll find our own lane that will be just as successful in the zeitgeist as what he has created. But John's put a lot of work in for a long, long time in the content creation game. I'm not really here to dog on him or anything like that. I mean, we're playing around. People would be too confused with White Vision. Like, they do need to put him in a series to know what's going on with the movie. That's fair. That's fair. Kim was getting a lot of sexual comments in Campea's chat. It was ruining his live chat. Is that why he took her off? That's weird, dude. Yeah. See, this is probably the best take here. Craig says, I do like John's content, but he has a big ego and is kind of a dick. Yeah. I think that's probably fair. Tom says, I hope you get to 100K subs, bro. Hey, thanks, man. I would love for this channel to be at 100K. Like, doing streaming and doing content like this live has been a huge part of what we do. It's been very successful for us. And we have like 175 subs, 175,000 subscribers on the regular Den of Nerds channel. This channel only has, 35 or something like that. So yeah, man, someday, I'd love for this channel to get to like 100K plus and be pulling in like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 concurrents on a stream. I think we can do it. What's your end of year goal for subs? So I don't actually have an end of year goal for subs. I have an end of year goal for concurrent live stream viewers and average views for the videos on the main channel. I would love for us to average about 2,000 viewers a stream and to be averaging between 40 to 50,000 views on each video. That's where I want to be by the end of the year. MCU Drew says, Cameo is obviously good at what he does. He is just boring for me. I need the nerdy news and entertainment. Never stop raging. Yeah, I hear you, man. I mean, we have fun over here, man. You know, we go a little wild, bro. You know what I mean? We go a little wild over here. So, I think it's been a successful formula for us. Everybody does their own thing. Everybody has their own vibe on when it comes to content. For me, though, I like to let loose a little bit and go a little crazy and just have fun. Like, you know, if you think about even today's show, right? You know, the dubbing was pretty funny, right? I mean, come on, that was pretty fun. Going over the news, breaking down the rumors and everything like that. We do a really nice mix here of, you know, good content that actually is insightful and brings a lot of value with like a lot of like dressings of humor and fun self-referential humor and content like that. So, you know what I mean? We're doing our thing, man. Kendall says, did you notice that all the monsters in the trailer have the same glow around them as the Darkhold in WandaVision? Think that's a sign Wanda is controlling. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. She is bringing all those demons because she's trying to get America Chavez's power. You know what I mean? So, why does the 2016 to 2017 Moon Knight series jump from 14 or so to 188? I really don't know. I don't have an answer for that, actually. You hear this about Feige saying Endgame was the final Avengers film? Pretty interesting. Yeah, I think what he meant was the final Avengers film and the new Avengers. Like, that's what I think he means. I don't think... we're definitely getting Avengers movies after that. But maybe they don't want that to be as much of a franchise anymore. I don't know. It's hard to say. Just watched the Eternals Assembled episode, and I think, unpopular opinion, that film will age well. I enjoyed it very much post my first theater watch. Dude, me too. Same. I actually really like Eternals more and more. Like, we watched it again on Disney Plus. I thought it was great. And the more, like, I think about it, it's kind of funny, right? Because I've been thinking about Shang-Chi and I've been thinking about Eternals. And, like, a lot of people, like, dog on Marvel because they're like, yo, these movies suck. Bro, they definitely don't. Like, Shang-Chi is dope. And Eternals is really good as well. I think we're just so spoiled by Marvel's content prior to Endgame that our standards were just pretty high. So, yeah, man, the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, dude, these were dope, you know? But you know what else? Like, just to kind of on the flip side of that, and I don't know if you guys are having this experience or not, but the more I think about Book of Boba Fett, it's the opposite. The more I think about Book of Boba Fett, the more I'm actually like, what the fuck was going on in that show? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of having like an opposite thing where it's like when I was watching Book of Boba Fett, I was like, yo, this is the shit. This is dope. Like, I'm loving this. Like, this is great. And, you know, and when I watched Eternals, I was like, I don't know about this third act. It's pretty stupid, you know. And Shang-Chi, I was like, it's all right. You know, it's all right. Now I think back on it, I'm like, dude, no, Shang-Chi was dope. Very, very good movie. Eternals was great. Really fun. A little wacky at the end. And then I started to think back to Book of Boba Fett, and I'm like, bruh, what the fuck was that? And look, I know Star Wars fans have been through enough, so I'm not even trying to get too vocal about it. But I think if you watched Nerd Theory on Monday, I think I kind of spelled it out there. Like, Theory was like, I want season 2. They could do all these cool things. It was like, bro, I don't. Like, that's Boba now. Like, that's Boba. Like, they did that shit. So do we want more of that? No, thank you. You know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know how else to put it. Like the more I think about the show, the angrier I get about the show. No, Neutron, I went over your chat, brother. I went over your chat. 3 months, man. I did a whole thing about your chat. You missed it? I like did a whole thing about it. Talking about being a dad, talking about content and everything. You don't remember? What'd you walk away or something? What's so bad about it though? Are you talking about Boba Fett? Oh, it's all good. What's so bad about Boba Fett? Bruh. They really did a sort of cookie cutter Western desert storyline with Boba that fucking dragged for 4 episodes. Then they do an episode of Mando, an episode of Mando Luke, and then one of the weirdest finales I've ever seen. It is so uneven as a show. There are so many question marks when you look back at it. Like, frankly, Luke doesn't even make sense if you really think about it. Like, there's so much that doesn't make sense about that fucking show, dude. Yeah. Wanda or Boba finale? Whew, that's a tough one for me. I think the Wanda finale will make more sense after we watch Multiverse of Madness. I think the Boba finale will never make sense. You know what I mean? It was pretty weak, bro. Like it was like like I'm gonna go defend my shit in the palace, but don't abandon your people. Okay, fine, we'll stay over here. By the way, hold up real quick while I abandon my people and go get a rancor that will fucking destroy the whole city when I could easily get a ship. Nah, man, we cool. Star Wars obsession. Member for 10 months says, bro, I didn't hear no bell. The story of Boba is not over yet. I understand this was not the Boba everyone expected to see, but let's see how this pans out. Banging the homies for life. So, I get what you're saying, bro. But think about this. We were just waiting the whole time for Boba to do some badass stuff. But he's literally like, that is the character. Like, that is the character. He arced out of episode 4 of his own show, and it's not even interesting. Like, it's fine that they did that, but it's really not interesting. You know what else really keeps pissing me off? Is I keep thinking back to all the videos and coverage and streams that we did before Book of Boba Fett. Do you remember what we all thought was going to happen in that show? Like, wow. Wow. Was that not what we thought was going to happen in this show? You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing that's upsetting me. Is like, when we were leading up to that show, everybody had an idea of what that show would be. And it just went a whole different way, dude. Like, it went a whole different way, you know? Johns, I think it'll have a good bit of connective tissue for sure, man. I've rewatched all the Disney Plus shows multiple times, except for WandaVision and Loki. They are so boring. The last 2 episodes of Loki are all you need, and the last episode of WandaVision. Yeah, I think that's fair, Mike. That's fair. You know, one of the points I made in my Moon Knight video yesterday was WandaVision had a really interesting formula that created a lot of intrigue out there online, right? You know, we were like, what does all this stuff mean? Like, essentially, the framing of the show being a nostalgia ride through different eras of television and what that could mean for the character and how we could extract meaning out of these different things, that was a very important part of the formula for that show. And I think Moon Knight is going to have some of that going on as well in like a sort of memento way as we sort of unravel the mystery of Mark Spector. But the difference is, instead of it being boring and being old fucking television, we're going to have crazy action, weird Egyptian demonic beings, and all this kind of stuff going on. You know what I mean? So I actually do think that that's some of the stuff you're going to get for sure. But it's a fair point. Have I seen all the new one-shots? No. I don't even know what you're referring to, actually. Maybe a Nerdvenger gender reveal? Yeah, we'll do something like that. If we find out soon, I'll let you guys know for sure. I mean, I'll let you know. Yeah. Thank you for the love. All right, guys, I got to get on out of here. Expect that new Star Wars video talking about sequel trilogy content, probably to drop around 1 p.m. I just got to look over it, make a thumbnail, get it uploaded. So look out for that. And I'm not sure. I mean, tomorrow we're going to be doing, of course, gambling. We're going to be doing some call-ins finally and having a lot of fun tomorrow. So tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning, make sure you come on back for another live stream. And then we'll just kind of keep an eye on all the other crazy news. If something weird happens, we will cover it, okay? So much love to you all. Thank you all for being here. Even the haters. You guys are real cool, okay? So as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? DC fandom, thanks, and also no thanks. Appreciate you. Much love to all of you buttholes. I just want to say that your constant attempts to trigger me did not go unnoticed. And I had a stress ball under the table. And every time I saw some ridiculous shit, I'd squeeze the fuck out of it. And I read your name in my head. And I was like, oh, you dumb motherfucker. But we kept it chill, you know? We kept it chill, bro. We're learning, you know? Yeah. So much love. All right, everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Like a bantha.